Thank you for watching. I'm here with Ronnie Martinez. He is District 29, House District 29. When did you decide to run? This was early on last year?
No.
Because I heard from a roundabout way you were running. I just didn't know when you came in.
Yeah, it was, my wife had been talking to me about it and stuff like that, and I was just telling her one day, you know what, there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen here on the west side. So she turns to me one day and says, well, why don't you just run for state legislator, county commissioner, city councilor, and stuff like that. And so there was the opening for the state legislator, and I said, well, I don't know, I have to think about that. And so one day I just woke up and I told her I think I want to run as a state legislator.
Well, it's a pretty large district, but like I
is.
said, most of it is unoccupied.
Yes.
You know, there's pockets there where you're dealing with real issues there.
Yes.
And their issues are infrastructure related,
Sure.
a lot of them. They were, like you said, senior center and all that. I wanted to back up a little bit when we were talking about the children, since you're running for legislature. Speaking of children, there's a lot of these children that were having to do with the immigration issue there. And the reason why I brought this up, because a lot of the southern states, the border states, are having to deal with this issue. You're going to come across that sooner or later. I wanted to get your opinion, what you thought about this several thousand that are coming across the border from Latin American countries and stuff. I know the administration is asking for a lot of money, President Obama. What do we do as far as New Mexico State? How do we deal with that? And a lot of these kids are in Artesia, they're housed there. There's talks about sending them back or bringing them into the system somehow, giving them either a refugee status or something. What is your opinion on that? What do you think about all that?
I think my opinion is I think we should help them. I think that that's something that, these are small children that probably don't have their parents or whatever, and I think that, we could bring them into the system. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but to me, it's not the child's fault on why they're coming over or whatever reason why they're coming over.
The parents are sending them.
Yeah.
Now, they say, well, why are the parents sending them? Because their infrastructure back there is so poor. It's almost like gangland there, so they're trying to save their children. And some of those children, their parents are already here.
Sure.
So I think these are the things that we're dealing with. So you're feeling that it is wrong to send them back?
Yeah, I think, yeah, because if they're going to be going back in, like you're saying, into, gangs and harm's way, well, we don't want to subject those children to that, because let's bring them back here and let's give them something to live for. Let's give them an education, something that they have something good to look forward to. I personally, like, again, because when I was a firefighter, that was one of the biggest things for me to deal with was injuries to children.
And this is heartbreaking, seeing all these thousands of children coming, almost 50,000 children across the border now, coming through Texas. We have several thousand houses here in Artesia there. It's very tough to watch that. I don't know how someone could say, well, let's just kind of pack them up and send them back somewhere. I don't know how I don't know how you could do it in a humane way.
Exactly.
Maybe we could contact some, but then if the parents are already here, then you're in a dilemma where what do you do with the children when the parents are already here? So where do you send them? Right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is where we're running. I know the administration is asking for money as far as housing them and stuff, having
Sure.
to deal with because Texas is demanding money. They're saying, well, we can't handle all this. He was with Perry there. I know our governor is, I think, looking into spending money on there. Arizona is looking to spend money. This is something, immigration, I think, is going to be in the forefront in the 2016 election.
Yeah, sure.
Right now in 2014, individual states are dealing with it, but I wanted to get your opinion as far as what do we do with that. This is it's a very tough situation for a lot of the states. We can't send them back, and then we can't keep them here. Or if you keep them here, then you need funding for that.
Sure, exactly, and I think we should fund it. I think, again, if this is small children and stuff like that, we should not send them back into harm's way. I think that a lot of people that if they want to push them back, it's because maybe they've had a good, nice life or whatever, but there's a lot of kids that especially coming from these countries that haven't. And, I think we definitely need to take care of them again and give them the proper, if they need food or clothing or whatever, I think we need to do something for those kids. It's heartbreaking to see these
What do you
kids
say to those who say that that's a burden on us? We're already in a recession. We don't have the money. The states, Texas is doing a lot better than us. They have plenty of money. What do you say to those individuals? Now, if someone has said, well, they're a burden on us, why should we support them? We didn't invite them here. They came uninvited. So what do we do with them? What do you say to somebody like that?
I say, open up your heart, open up your heart, open up your mind and try to understand what's going on through these kids' minds, as they're coming across and they're coming across by themselves or whatever and thinking of, they're trying to come to the United States to make a better place, they want to be with their parents and they're not with their parents. And we actually have a lot of kids like that too that are homeless here in New Mexico and stuff like that. And you know, so it's kind of the same situation. So I think we should take care of everybody the best we can, including our homeless here in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County, state of New Mexico.
Exactly. Regardless of whether they're here, I mean, on a humane level, you can't just say, well, you got to send them back.
Exactly.
Anyways, these are all long subjects, very difficult to get into it for, in a short show here. New Mexico economy is still kind of very poor right now. I know the governor came in a few years back, and then we thought, well, maybe she'll, cut taxes for some of these corporations. Maybe they'll, bring some jobs in here and stuff. Nothing is happening in the state. You see anything? What do you foresee when you look into the crystal ball there?
Yeah.
You see anything there?
When I look in it, I just see a crystal ball. I don't see nothing happening. And hopefully that with this, in 2014, hopefully we can all work together and try to bring some jobs in here. I think if the governor's not able to do it, well, then we all, more heads are better than one. And so we all need to work together to try to bring New Mexico back up, because I believe in New Mexico. I think, I believe in Bernalillo County, the city of Albuquerque, and I think if we all work together, we could bring jobs, we could bring whatever we need to bring the economy back up, because for whatever reason, I was just reading the other day, I think we've lost more jobs here in New Mexico than the entire nation, which is bad. That should be an eye-opener for everybody that's there, including for the governor, saying, hey, that's...
A lot of the jobs we lost were government-related jobs, because the sequester chopped a lot of jobs from the federal funding and all that. We're dependent on the federal government a lot in the state, and then naturally, if the federal government's cutting back, we're going to take a loss on that.
Sure.
How do we focus on larger business, or do you think we focus on micro businesses? What do you like? When I say micro, I mean one or two employees, mama and papa organization, smaller business. Where do we focus, in your opinion?
I think we focus on both. I think we do need blue collar, and I think we need bigger businesses so everybody can get back to work. Because right now, if we don't bring blue collar jobs to New Mexico, we won't survive. So I think we need to bring a lot more.
There's a lot of people are leaving.
Yeah,
they're going to
exactly.
Texas, they're going to Arizona. Texas is just like a sponge, taking all these people in there. They created several thousand jobs, while we lost several thousand,
yes.
In the last few years. Well, anyways, there's my music there. Unfortunately, I'm out of time, but we'll have you back, and I wish you all the best in your campaign there. And so, District 29, House District 29.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for asking.
That's it. We're out of time. That was Ronnie Martinez from House District 29. We'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.